is dark, its secrets cold. A mother's cry cuts through the night under the stars. No
The Rift of Blood by Matthew Solace, Ikoni. In the warm heart of an African settlement nestled beneath the Uwoku Hills, two brothers, Ajunga and Adole, were known by all as one soul in two bodies. From childhood, they shared everything: food, sleep mat, jokes, and even scars. People often said, if you find Ajunga, just wait. Adole is not far. Their bond was so firm, even their late father often said, a pin cannot pass between these two. Their late mother always whispered in their ears, you boys are like two-edged sword that cannot do anything without each other. Adole, the elder by 2 years, was protective and wise, while Ajunga was lively and gentle. They farmed together, hunted together, and built their late father's mud house back with their own hands after a storm. But love, when it is tested, sometimes turns into something unrecognizable. One Harmattan morning, Adole brought home a woman, Ichiko. Her skin glowed like morning dew, and her voice dripped with honey. She was beautiful, soft-spoken, and respectful woman from Itogo, Nito. But in her eyes lay a mystery that Ajunga could not understand. At first, the brothers still ate from the same calabash, laughed under the moon, and worked side by side. But slowly, things began to change. Ichiko whispered things to Adole when Ajunga left the room. She would frown when the brothers laughed too loud or stayed out too long. One day, Ajunga returned early from the farm and overheard a conversation. Your brother is jealous of you, Adole, Ichiko said softly. He envies your strength, your position, even your wife. These words pierced like poisoned arrows. Adole said nothing, but his silence became louder than thunder. That night he sat far from Ajunga during the evening meal. Days later he refused to accompany him to the river. The warmth in Adole's eyes turned into a cold mist. Ajunga couldn't clear. Whispers turned to arguments. Accusations replaced laughter. The villagers noticed. What happened between the lion and the cub? Old Mama Uduma would ask. The moon does not fight the stars unless the night is cursed. Months passed. Then Adole accused Ajunga of stealing coins meant for the market. In front of elders, he spat words that shattered Ajunga's spirit. You are a snake in my house, he said. You sleep under my roof with envy in your heart. Ajunga didn't defend himself. Tears filled his eyes. Brother, I only ever loved you. He walked away that day carrying only a calabash and his father's rusted cutlass. He left the village and never returned. Years passed. Adole grew older. Ichiko bore him no children. Her beauty faded into bitterness. One rainy morning, she packed her things and vanished like smoke. Alone in the compound, Adole sat under the old ombi tree, where he and Ajunga used to carve names on the bark. He wept like a child, his sobs soaking the dry earth. Every breeze that passed whispered Ajunga's name. No one ever heard from Ajunga again. But on certain moonlit nights, villagers say they hear footsteps on the gravel path. A rhythm so familiar, like the time when two hearts beat as one. And Adole? He still waits under the ombi tree, holding a calabash of palm wine and whispering to the wind, Brother, forgive me. I allowed my wife, a stranger, to drop a hatred poison into my blood. I was foolish. Please come back to our father's house. Let's build it together again. But only the cold wind could hear him now. He said to himself, this is a tale of blood turned bitter, of love drowned in doubt, and the silence that follows when pride replaces kinship. Family is everything. This Folktales was created and produced by Matthew Solace Ikoni for Simcash Media. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Deep on soil, cracked and dry. Who will listen, who will cry? Winds carry the story far. ashes drift where the lost ones are. Rift